Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another sunrise safari where you're live with us here in the Sabi Sands. My name is Eric, joined by Cam, who is behind the camera. And this morning, on a very, very windy, blustery day, we are out and about looking for our favorite animals, the characters of WildEarth. Now, yesterday we sort of tracked down Kuchelvan, had a brief understanding of where she is. So we're probably just going to head that way and see maybe if she has not crossed back over onto a net, and we'll see what happens from there. Maybe some elephants along the way. Now, joining us on this sunrise safari is a couple of us, actually, all the way in the Masai Mara in Kenya. We have David and Big James. In Sandringham we have Daniel and Impo, and all the way in the Waterberg we have a brand new team, and that is Kelly and BK. Hoping all of them have a fantastic morning drive, and they find all the animals they set out to look for.
Good morning, everybody. We literally 10 seconds ago found this stunning scene. I've never seen a baby rhino suckling while mum is lying down. This is the first time I have ever seen this. This is amazing. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kelly, and I'm very excited to be here live this morning from Mabula Private Game Reserve up in the Waterberg. And today I have the fabulous BK on camera. But this morning I am very excited to start exploring Mabula. I've heard strong rumours that our cheetahs have been hanging around this open area not too far from camp, so my starting out of the gates is to cruise this open area and see if I can pick up any tracks to find out if either this female queen or these two new males have been in this area. But I am super excited to be here. I'm really happy that you're all going to be joining me to explore. But look at this scene. Look at this girl's incredible horn. She's just actually stood up. But I've never seen a rhino calf suckling while mum has been laying down. Maybe she was sleeping particularly nicely this morning. There we go. It's one of my favourite things to see is animals laying down, because it means we're not disturbing them. Animals will not lay down if they're not relaxed. Sherry P. This is a lovely first thing for me to see, first thing in the morning on my first drive back. And it was difficult to pick them up. It was just that really tricky light, and yeah, they did not get they rested for quite a long time. But I really enjoy seeing animals relaxed with us. It's one of my favorite things. It's very, very important to me that we don't, or as little as humanly possible, have any negative impact on these animals. And this little one has laid down again, so that must mean mum's energy has also come back down. We've got zebras in the background. Oh, what a pleasure.
Let's see if we can hear how that hyena is breaking the ribs. Now, this is the second carcass, or the most recent carcass that I know from the Topi boys, where for the first time we saw one male that has been missing, Kiongozi or Kio, At one point we had all the 7 boys here and the Marsh girls feeding on it. This is what was left. A spotted hyena. I hope you can hear her crushing the bones. There are 2 of them. So one is feeding, the other one just stepped on the side a little bit. That's the second member. So he just picked a huge chunk of flesh and is feeding from there. And every time they're always not sure if the lions may come back. I highly doubt they will. I hope you can hear crushing the bones. And to the left, James, if you go slowly to your left, you'll see some other scavengers trying to come and sneak in. The 2 black-backed jackals. I'm not sure they have the courage to come and face these hyenas, or they may go. Apparently the 2 kills are not far from each other. They're about 300 meters apart. The one from the hippo and this one from the buffalo. It's just a coincidence. The jackals have taken a different direction. We'll see if they're going to come anywhere close.
Isn't that impressive? Not often you get to see a lion just standing on a termite mound as bare as that one. She's looking for a point of observation. She's trying to get a little bit higher than the ground that she's standing on now, just so she can, see. I'm gonna move her a little forward and see where she's gonna cross here, most likely. No, a little rest. Oh, Impala have seen her. Oh, no more hunting for you.
Yeah, we haven't left this big bull. It's actually an amazing experience to sit and watch an elephant like this who's been around, I'd guess 50 years or so, plus minus. Who knows exactly how old this elephant is, but we spoke about the indentations on his forehead, how it's pronounced. Even if you look at his shoulders, just behind his head there, look how pronounced his front shoulders are. His body is starting to lose condition, slowly but surely, and that has a little bit to do with the nutrients that he's been taking over. And over the past few years, as he's getting older, it's getting harder and harder for him to absorb the nutrients that he will need for his body. Particularly to the fact that this elephant will definitely be on his last set of molars in his mouth. And you see he's been feeding quite a lot. It looked like feeding on quite hard roots. The impact that the hard roots and the woody substance have on his teeth is that they will wear them down a lot quicker and a lot more than maybe softer grass. So you'll see that as these teeth wear down, he's battling to get the nutrients that he requires. Elephants also get a lot of the nutrients in actually the chewing, the mastication of the food. Their digestive systems are very poor. So it's not in their stomachs that there is some nutrients being dissolved in the stomach, but a lot of it happens in the actual chewing. And if he does lose his teeth, it becomes very challenging to actually chew the food properly. And a lot of elephants, when they get to this age and a little bit older, they almost end up dying from malnutrition. There's also that theory of an elephant graveyard that might be linked to this. I mean, the theory of an elephant graveyard is a myth. It isn't true and doesn't really exist. However, there are thoughts to say that a lot of elephants, when they get to this age, or once their last set of teeth kind of wear out completely, they are constantly on the search for softer materials. So elephants will the females will leave their herds, or big bull like this will go move towards a riverbed where there is softer material so that they are able to actually chew, and then or a lot of the elephants that are in the same stages of their lives end up dying around those riverbeds, which might might bring us to think that all elephants are dying in the same place.
So I'm yet to establish what they're feeding on. My guess is it could be either a wildebeest that I haven't seen or a toppy. Definitely not a zebra by virtue of that size. A zebra from kilometers away, I would tell the black and white stripes. So I will stick with a wildebeest or a toppy. These are the females of the Marsh pride. There are always 6 girls, so I got 3 here, indicating the other 3 are with the toppy boys, and 2 of those toppy boys, I'm sure we all know, had started to mate for the last 3 days. Okingo and Moja Moja, not sure where the third female would be, or maybe that female also would have synchronized estrus with the 2 girls, so 3 girls, 3 boys of the toppy. Good morning, you all got red mouth, your faces are all red. Lupese, you are wondering about the 7 toppy boys and Kiongozi. Now, I'll tell you, Kiongozi is the youngest boy of the 7. And once the mother died, Kiongozi tended to remain very close to Vuli. So in the very last killing, or in the last carcass, where we think Kiongozi was involved in it and the other 5 boys came in, they shared, I gathered later on, they shared that kill together for a couple of hours before Kiongozi leaving. But again, I hear they have regrouped together. They are all 7 of them together. I really want to find out that. I haven't seen them together, but possibly Kiongozi might have joined the other members. Kiongozi, I'm sure you know, is the youngest of the 7. He is about 3 years old. And by virtue of maybe his age, they tend to bully him around, possibly. But I'm sure he'll be getting his space in the coalition.
Look at all those legs. And there's a little one. Look at the little legs. You can see they're still a little bit wobbly, but still doing what they need to. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That is a young baby. And a big Egyptian goose in the background. Oh, this could be interesting. Maybe the baby's not quite old enough just yet, but usually you'll find baby elephants chase away Egyptian geese. Oh, I think there's a baby chasing them at the back. And over there, there's quite a lot of Egyptian geese there. Look at him. Look at him. Oh no, he's upset. Look there. Ears out. Go away. And there's a lot of Egyptian geese there too. Look at him. Why are they here? Obviously, Egyptian geese are quite loud animals too, so they can also annoy a little baby a little bit. There you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 or so Ellies, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 or 6 babies there. It's also quite nice to see. Can I go? Absolutely. It is always nice to see the little ones. And oh, lovely to be able to see such a small one like that. Such a small one. Oh, I wonder where they're gonna go.
Ooh, yeah. I'm not even going to talk over these magnificent boys. Oh, what a delight. Our 2 cheetah boys. In perfect light, observing the dam. Oh, we're actually quite far from where they were last seen. And we have been very fortunate to pick them up. We drove around the corner and they were in the road. I think I'm probably having some first day luck, or first day back luck, but I'm okay with that for now. I will have to let Kerry know that I found them. I know she has got very, very fond of these boys. Lasejo and Catlejo. So this is the larger of the 2 that we see with a collar on here. Lasejo. I've got your audio, keep coming. Sorry, Vicky. These are the names that we haven't named them that I'm aware of. So I'm not actually sure how they got these names, but they do have very poignant meanings. So Lasejo means future in Setswana, and Catlejo means success. So here's hoping success in the future for both of these boys. Gilly B, thank you very much. Yeah, more luck than judgment, if I'm completely honest. I think they're going to go down there and have a drink, you know. Oh, and they've got 4 bellies. Look, they're looking so good. So their names, Lasejo and Catlejo. I think they were chosen to honour their story. They do have a magnificent story. So these boys, their mother was injured. She had 4 cubs, only these 2 survived. They have made a very close bond, and what a joy to find them here. I still have a very cool sighting of this lizard buzzard dissecting what I believe to be one of the sand snakes, there is quite a few snakes in this group. I think it is probably the yellow-bellied sand snake, but there are quite a few in the group, so I'm not going to guess. These lizard buzzards, as the name suggests, they do often hunt lizards. They'll take them from long grass, they'll take them from trees, and they'll also hunt small snakes. This isn't, I mean, these are not big birds, I suppose. They're fairly small little raptors. But this is a well-sized meal for this. Sorry. That's quite graphic. Oh, he's ready to move on to the next section. Look how he's penning that down. That's so cool to see. He's like turned it over and he's ready for a next bit. Much nicer view of this bird, and indeed very diagnostic. I don't know what you call it, like a little goatee or a little beard of the lizard buzzard, but he's sort of grabbed it and wrapped it with his grabbing feet. Shiv, I think he'll probably eat the whole lot. I'm just trying to think if there are records of bird. I'm sure there are, but I think as long as we don't disturb this bird, and I will go as far as to turning around and going the other way because I really don't want him to drop this. I guess he might stash some of it, but it does stun me that the amount of protein lots of these animals can consume in one go, from lizard buzzards all the way through to lions. But I guess you've got to make the most of it when you can.
I decided to leave my 3, or rather 5 boys. We saw 3, we couldn't see 2 very well. And I came down here, which is about 3 kilometers away from where the 5 boys are. And this is the 6th of the 5 boys, or rather the 7 boys, which maybe tells me for the first time now we are seeing the 7 boys coming together. I want to believe this is the same male from the Topi boys that was mating the other day. I want to have a proper idea of who he is, and I'm guessing this could still be Okingo, and he is mating with one of the Marsh girls. When mating, the male will always stay as close as possible to the female. She moves, he moves. She dictates. If she goes back to where they just mated from, the male will go back right there. Veronica, you're asking a very good question if these boys do fight for mating rights. As far as we know them, Veronica, we haven't seen them having any little friction amongst themselves for mating. We have seen Okingo, Otipo, and Jojo mating, and I'm talking about since last year in October. And it has been rumored that they might have mated with these girls before, and they sired cubs, and we're not sure for what reason those cubs passed on. So we hope this time around these cubs, that if these females conceive, the cubs will survive. But Veronica, just to answer your question, we haven't seen that little major fight amongst themselves over mating. They have a very clear-cut understanding on who mates, because when we started seeing them doing this or mating last week, we saw Okingo, and we're also thinking Moja Moja could be one of the members who could be mating. I think 2 boys and 2 other females are definitely mating, and we have said a few times they synchronize their estrus, the females, and sometimes they creech together. you might see them getting calves a week, 2 weeks apart.
What a beauty. And also very relaxed. She is feeding sort of parallel to us at the moment, but if she does look like she might want to cross the road, I am going to back off and give her some space. As I was saying this morning, I find rhinos have a very clear comfort line, and half a metre too close is too close. Randy, if we hang around here for a little while, this young one did look like it was possibly asking to feed, to suckle, and you can see it's nibbling on some grass, but this young one could still be suckling. And Randy, I think one of the most amazing sounds rhinos make, they do vocalize, they make lots of noises, they snuffle and grunt and roar, but I generally find when the young ones are asking for a drink, especially if mum is saying not now, they make the most bizarre high-pitched squeaking sounds that you would not expect at all to come from a rhino. Oh, this little one is so cute though. And actually in a lovely light, these two.
Oh, our one bull has finished with one of his bush willows. He's now moving on to the next one. Try to push it over, but I think his strength is no match for the strength of that bush willow. That bush willow said, "No sir, not today, maybe when you're older." And I think the bigger bull might come and deal with it. Oh no. This is exactly what we were talking about. Not on the car! Okay. We're gonna have to move back. Oh my goodness. You can push it now. Cam and I were just talking about this. He went to the one tree that was too big for him. And then I said, I wonder if he's going to come and push this one. And Cam said, well, I hope so. But I said, I hope he doesn't push it onto the car. And that's exactly what he did. Anyway, but yes, it almost looked like he kind of waited a little bit for us. Are you just going to... He just did... That is a naughty elephant. He pushed it onto us. Now he doesn't want to eat it. If you didn't think elephants were mischievous, well, you do now. No, like I said, hopefully the same energy that we had this afternoon can transfer to tomorrow morning's drive, and that we see all things exciting, great, fantabulous. But we hope that you enjoy the rest of your lovely Tuesday evening, and we shall see you all tomorrow. Cheers for now.